Elena Mercer stood at the bus fare machine, patting her pockets with growing frustration. Her wallet wasn't there. She checked her leather jacket again, her designer bag, even the pockets of her tailored pants. Nothing. A T32. Elena was CEO of Mercer Digital Solutions, a tech company she'd built from nothing into a multi-million-dollar enterprise. She had 3 luxury cars at home, a penthouse downtown, and enough money in her accounts to buy this entire bus if she wanted. But right now, she didn't have the $2.50 needed for bus fare. Her phone had died an hour ago. Her assistant had the day off, and Elena, who decided on impulse to take the bus instead of her usual car service to better understand her employees' daily commute, was now stuck at the fare machine while other passengers waited impatiently behind her. "I'm sorry," she said to the driver. "My wallet must have fallen out. I can transfer money if no phone payments. Cash or card only." The driver's tone was sympathetic but firm. Elena felt her face flush. She was about to step off the bus in defeat when a voice behind her spoke up. "Here, I've got it." She turned to see a young man in a gray hoodie and jeans, probably mid-20s, with dark hair and warm brown eyes. He held out $3 bills to the fare machine. "You don't have to do that," Elena protested. "I know, but you clearly need to get somewhere, and I've got $3. He smiled. "Pay it forward sometime." The simple kindness caught Elena off guard. In her world of business dealings and calculated exchanges, someone helping her for absolutely nothing in return felt almost foreign. "Thank you," she said sincerely. "I really appreciate this." "No problem." He fed the bills into the machine, and the fare registered. Elena moved toward the back of the bus, and the young man followed, taking a seat across the aisle from her. She studied him discreetly. He wore ordinary clothes, carried a well-worn backpack, and had the look of someone heading to work or school. Nothing about him suggested wealth or status, yet he'd helped her without hesitation. "I'm Elena," she said, extending her hand across the aisle. Marcus Chen." He shook her hand with a friendly grip. "What you did was really kind. Can I at least get your contact information so I can pay you back?" Marcus laughed. "It's $3. Don't worry about it. Still, I like to. It matters to me." He pulled out a slightly crumpled business card from his backpack. "Okay, if it makes you feel better. But honestly, no rush." Elena looked at the card. Marcus Chen, freelance graphic designer, with an email and phone number. Simple, professional, clearly printed on a budget. "What kind of design work do you do?" she asked. "Mostly branding for small businesses, logos, website graphics, that kind of thing. It's not glamorous, but I enjoy helping local companies establish their identity." He seemed genuinely enthusiastic. "What do you do?" Elena hesitated. She could tell him the truth, that she ran a major tech company, that she was worth millions. But something made her hold back. "I work in tech, software development." It wasn't a lie, just an incomplete truth. She wanted to see who Marcus was. When he thought she was just another working professional on the morning bus, they talked for the next 20 minutes, until Marcus's stop. He told her about his design projects, his dream of eventually opening his own creative agency, the struggles of freelance life, but also its freedoms. Elena found herself genuinely engaged, enjoying the conversation in a way she rarely did with the polished executives in her usual circles. "This is me," Marcus said as the bus slowed. "It was nice meeting you, Elena. Hope the rest of your day goes better than it started. Thank you again for the bus fare." "I won't forget it." He smiled and stepped off the bus, disappearing into the crowd. Elena sat back, Marcus's business card in her hand, feeling something she hadn't felt in years. Genuine curiosity about someone. Interest that had nothing to do with business strategy or networking opportunities. That evening, from her penthouse office, Elena looked up Marcus's work online. His portfolio was impressive, creative, and thoughtful. Though clearly operating on a small scale, she noticed he'd bid on a design project for a community center, charging far less than his work was worth. On impulse, Elena created a new email account under a different name and sent Marcus a message about a small project she needed help with. He responded within an hour, enthusiastic and professional. Over the next 2 weeks, Elena hired Marcus for several design projects under her assumed identity, paying him well, but not so excessively that it would seem suspicious. She enjoyed their email exchanges, his creative ideas, his genuine passion for good design, but she also knew this couldn't continue. The deception was wrong, and her feelings for him were growing beyond what a fake client relationship could sustain. Elena decided to tell him the truth. She arranged to meet him at a coffee shop, saying she wanted to discuss the projects in person. Marcus arrived right on time, smiling when he saw her. "Elena from the bus? This is a great surprise. Are you the client I've been working with?" "Not exactly. Can we sit down? I need to explain something over coffee." Elena told him everything: who she really was, why she'd hidden her identity, how she'd hired him under a false name because she wanted to know him better without the complication of wealth and status. Marcus listened quietly, his expression unreadable. "So you've been lying to me for 2 weeks," he said finally. "Yes. And I'm sorry. That was wrong. But I wanted to know if what I felt on that bus was real. If you were someone I could connect with as a person, as a CEO. And am I?" Elena met his eyes. "Yes. More than anyone I've met in years. You helped me when you had no reason to. You were kind without expecting anything in return. And in these 2 weeks, you've shown me creativity, passion, and integrity that most people in my world have forgotten." Marcus was quiet for a long moment. "I'm not going to pretend I'm not upset about the deception. That's a trust issue we'll have to work through. But I also understand why you did it. Money changes how people see you. I get that. Does this mean you might be willing to give me a chance? The real me? Under one condition. No more lies. No more hiding who you are. If we're going to try this, it has to be honest. Deal. Complete honesty from here on." They started navigating the unusual dynamic of a CEO and a freelance designer. Elena introduced Marcus to her world slowly, and he handled it with remarkable grace. He never asked for anything, never seemed impressed by wealth, only by ideas and integrity. 6 months later, Elena offered Marcus a position as creative director at Mercer Digital Solutions. He accepted, bringing fresh perspective and genuine passion to the company's branding. 2 years after that, they were married in a small ceremony. Elena wore a simple dress, and instead of an expensive reception, they donated the money to a program providing bus passes for low-income workers. At the reception, Elena gave a toast. "We met because I forgot my wallet and needed bus fare. Marcus gave me $3 without thinking twice. That $3 act of kindness was worth more than all my millions, because it showed me who he really was. Someone who helps people not because they have to, but because they can." Marcus stood beside her, smiling. "And Elena taught me that wealth isn't about money. It's about generosity of spirit, honesty in relationships, and the courage to be real. Even when you could hide behind status." The CEO who'd lost her wallet had found something far more valuable than bus fare. She'd found someone who valued her for exactly who she was, not what she had. And the designer who'd shared $3 had gained not just success, but a partner who understood that the best investments are made in people, not portfolios. If this story touched your heart, like, share, and subscribe for more tales of unexpected connection. Comment about small acts of kindness that changed everything.